Welcome to Embracing Love. Let's begin tonight with a meditation. So we can close our eyes, start to settle into our seats. Start to slow our breathing, unplug from the day, unwind from the frantic pace of life. Feel our feet connecting us to the earth. Feel our hips connecting us to our seat. Feel our shoulders above our hips, our head above our shoulders. Let's take a deep cleansing breath, inhaling fully, feeling the chest expand. And as you exhale, start to unwind, start to let go of the day, let go of your worries, let go of your stress. Start to tune into this moment here. You can continue breathing deeply and slowly. Let's bring our awareness to the center of our chest, to the heart chakra area. And imagine warm, soothing, calming sensation starting right there in the center of our chest, starting to spread out through the torso, feeling the ribs relax, the sides of the ribs, back of the ribs, spine, chest. Maybe as you take an inhale, you start to squeeze the pectoral muscles. As you exhale, let them relax, be soft, letting the entire chest area relax, letting the internal organs relax, the heart, the lungs, the muscles, allowing your chest to be fully relaxed. And then we can imagine this relaxation spreading down into the abdomen, the upper abdomen, sides, lower back, lower abdomen. Maybe as you inhale, you start to clench those abdominal muscles and squeeze all the core muscles tight for a moment. And as you exhale, let them relax. Feel the tension drain out of your midsection, allowing the internal organs to relax as well, the intestines, kidneys, liver, letting your entire midsection relax and be comforted. And now we can imagine this calm, soothing relaxation working its way down into the hips, pelvis, glutes, the crease of the hips, the back of the hips, the sides of the hips. Maybe as you take an inhale, you contract the glute muscles. When you exhale, let them relax, letting all tension drain out of your hips. We can feel this relaxation spreading down into the upper legs now. Those big quadricep muscles on top, the hamstrings on the bottom, tender inner thigh, the outer thigh, the big femur bone in the middle. Maybe as you inhale, you start to clench those big upper leg muscles. As you exhale, let them relax, letting all tension drain out of the thighs. And then feeling this relaxation spreading into the knees, kneecap, sides of the knees, the crease in the back of the knees. Allowing the knees to completely relax. And then we can feel this relaxation spreading down into the lower legs, calf muscles, the shin bone, the inner leg, the outer leg. Maybe on an inhale, you start to contract those calf muscles. As you exhale, let them relax. Letting all stress, all tension drain out of the lower legs. You can feel this relaxation moving into the ankles, the front of the ankles, the sides of the ankles, the back of the ankles, the Achilles tendon. Allowing the ankles to totally relax. Next, we can feel the feet beginning to relax. Tops of the feet, sides of the feet, balls of the feet, the heels, the arches, toes. Maybe feels good to wiggle the toes and connect with each individual toe. And allowing the feet to be still. Allowing the feet to completely relax. Now let's bring our attention up to the shoulders, shoulder blades, the tops of the shoulders, the sides of the shoulders, collarbones. Maybe as you inhale, you squeeze the shoulders up towards the ears. And as you exhale, let them fall and be soft and relaxed. Letting all the tension drain out of your shoulders. Allowing the shoulders to be completely relaxed as this relaxation moves down into the upper arms now, through the armpits, feeling the biceps, triceps, bone in between, inner arm, the outer arm. Maybe it feels good to inhale as you squeeze those upper arm muscles. And exhale, allow them to relax. Allow tension to drain out of the arms. As this relaxation spreads down to the elbows now, inside of the elbows, outside, bony point at the back, crease at the front. Allowing the elbows to completely relax. Then we can feel this relaxation spreading into the lower arms, forearms, all those little forearm muscles, bones in between, inner arm, the outer arm. Maybe you inhale as you clench those lower arm muscles. And exhale, letting them relax. Letting all the tension drain out of the lower arms. Feeling the wrists relax now. The inside, the outside, sides. Maybe it feels good to spin the hands around the wrists and allow them to relax and be still. Feeling the hands start to relax. Back of the hands, the palms, the thumbs, the knuckles, the fingers. You wiggle all the fingers, feeling each individual finger. And then allow the hands to be still, relax fully. And then we can bring our attention up to the neck. Maybe it feels good to tilt the head to one side and the other. The neck unwind, neck relax. Feeling the throat relax, the sides of the neck, the back of the neck. Letting all tension, all tightness release from the neck. And feeling this calm, soothing relaxation that moves up into the jaw. Maybe it feels good to wiggle the jaw back and forth. Release any tension there. Then allow the jaw to relax. Let the mouth relax, the lips, the teeth, the tongue. Feeling the cheeks relax, the nose, the eyes, the eyeballs, the eyelids, the eyebrows, spot in between the eyebrows, forehead. Maybe as you inhale, you scrunch up your face real tight for a moment. And then exhale, letting all tension drain out of the face. Feeling this relaxation spread to the temples, sides of the head, ears, back of the head. And finally, feeling this relaxation coming up around the curve of the skull to the very crown of the skull. Let's take a deep, full inhale. As you exhale, imagine a wave of relaxation washing from the crown of your head down through your entire body, out through your feet, washing away all stress, all tension. Let's do that again. Take another deep, full inhale. Feel the ribs expand. And on the exhale, letting that wave of relaxation wash down your body, washing away all tension, all stress, all negativity. Letting all of it wash down out of your body into the earth. Let's do that one final time. Take a big, full inhale. And exhale. Letting it all go. Letting anything that doesn't serve you wash down out of your body into the ground. As we sit here in this full body awareness, allowing thoughts to arise and letting them fade away with an exhale. Any distractions that arise, just notice them. Allow them to fade away with the next exhale. Wash down out your body to the ground. You can just sit here for a few moments in this full body awareness. When you're ready, you can start to deepen your inhales. Start to come back to this shared space. When you're feeling ready, you can open your eyes and rejoin us. How's everyone doing?
Sounds better now. Thank you. Needed that.
Good.
Great. So tonight, I thought we could talk a little bit about this idea of embracing love in a time of war. So as we're seeing these events unfold in the Ukraine, Russia invading this country, it can seem kind of futile to think about embracing love, think about talking love. Let's talk about love as there's war unfolding across the world. But that's not necessarily true. It can still, I wanted to talk a little bit about how it's still valuable to continue to talk about these ideas of love and spread love in our lives, spread love in the world around us, even as war unfolds on the other side of the planet. And so a common idea, so an idea that comes up sometimes is how, just in general, what good does it do to talk about love, to spread love when there's all this suffering out in the world, all this injustice out in the world? It's like, what good is it us talking about love? How can we spew these words about love when there's so much suffering and injustice in the world? And one way that Matt Kahn talks about it that I think is really helpful, he says that if you see suffering in front of you and you can do something about it, then take action and do it. If there's someone suffering in front of you, or if there's injustice unfolding in front of you, if you see someone being harassed and it's safe for you to intervene. So if you have an opportunity to help someone right in front of you, then by all means do it. Take action, do something about it. But if your life doesn't have those opportunities, or those opportunities to directly help someone who is suffering or injustice, then one of the best things we can do for the world, in light of directly intervening in any suffering or injustice, is to, the way he described it, is to anchor the opposite vibration. So if you see injustice in the world, you see suffering, you see hate, a way to counteract that, if you can't, again, if you're not in a position to directly counter it, a way to affect that is to, like as he says it, anchor the opposite vibration. And so I kind of like this idea that to help deal with all the suffering and injustice we see in the world, bringing more love into our environment by focusing on love, by the heart-centered meditation techniques we practice to create that feeling of love within us, and then share that love with people around us. That is a way to make the world a better place, to bring more of the opposite of hate into the world. So the anger and hate and injustice, those are all the things that are causing the suffering in the world. And by consciously choosing to bring the opposite vibration into the world, maybe we can actually do a little bit to make the world a better place. And I know this idea does seem a little bit out there, but it seems like it's worth a try. I'm not I don't think many of us are about to go enlist in the army and fight against the war in Ukraine. So, I mean, and definitely there are things you can do, like give aid to relief efforts, like the International Rescue Committee, things like that. So definitely, if you feel called, can give monetary assistance whenever necessary. But if there aren't any other obvious good options to directly help these events unfolding far on the other side of the world, maybe it's just as good to sit here in our lives and anchor more love, bring more of the vibration of love and healing and compassion into the world here, and spread it to the people in our lives here. And so I saw a really interesting article published by the Greater Good Foundation out of Berkeley. It was about this study done by some society. I think it's called the Society for Sustainable Peace or something like that. But this study, this group, they focus on, they study the countries in the world that are peaceful, that have a long history of not getting into wars with their neighbors. So, for example, the Nordic countries, where all the descendants of the Vikings live, for the last 200 years or so, they haven't been involved in any wars. Had peaceful relations among themselves and with their neighbors. And so there are, even though it doesn't seem like it, there are quite a few countries throughout the world that have peaceful histories and are able to maintain peaceful relations with all their neighbors. And so this group tried to study look for some of the commonalities among these countries. And one of the things they found are the values among the citizens, the individual values that people hold and the community values that people share. And all of these values, I think maybe I'll even share my screen. Let's see how I could see. Oh, there it is, share screen. Where is that? Oh, that's the map of Ukraine. Hold on. Here we go. All right, can you see my screen? Cool. So some of these values that they found that are common among these peaceful countries, I thought were very interesting. And endorsement of self-transcendent values, endorsement of openness, cooperative orientation, peace beliefs. So some of the individual elements, nonviolent values and attitudes. Then among community elements, there's some interesting things about parenting, high ratios of positivity to negativity in parenting, high education's degree of cooperative reward structures. So this is a very interesting article, and there's all these shared values that are all about cooperation and openness and peace and understanding. And so I think it's not too much of a stress to think that the more people in our country that are trying to spread messages of openness and cooperation and peace, if enough people started doing this, we could maybe make our country a little bit more peaceful. Maybe because one of the ideas is that these values spread from the bottom up, not the top down. It's that the way people interact with each other, the way families interact, the way communities interact, bubbles up to the way that the leaders interact with each other and with the world. So it kind of gives hope to the idea that if enough of us ordinary average citizens went through our lives spreading love, spreading peace, spreading messages of cooperation and openness, maybe we could actually affect how our country interacts with the rest of the world. Now I know it's a pretty far out there idea given the current state of our country, but it's it still seemed like a valid possibility and a valid course of action. And it's definitely better than spreading hate, spreading anger. And one thing I think it's important to talk about is how it doesn't do any good for us to hate all of Russia. Like, I was on a hike this weekend and saw some graffiti, some fresh graffiti. It said like "kill Russia" and then some other person's name. And I've seen some other memes about this on Facebook about how hating the Russian people is not going to do any good. It's not, and I'm sure you've probably seen posts about all the people in Russia protesting, the Russian citizens protesting against this war. So it's maybe tempting for some people to want to cast this blanket of hate and blame on all of Russia and all of the Russian people. But a lot of those people are just ordinary citizens like us that are being governed by power-hungry people, that power-hungry leaders that are causing all this war and destruction mostly for their own personal gain. And so it's not the citizens of Russia that deserve our blame and our anger. It's just the leaders, the same way that our leaders lead us into wars when we don't want them. So I think I just wanted to share that little message of tolerance for the Russian people. And so I think that's about all I have to say on this idea. Any questions or comments about that?
All very good thoughts. I saw the little old Russian lady who whatever sells little Russian food at a restaurant. She's not attacking the Ukraine, so continue to visit her restaurant.
Right.
And I think this is a message I'm gonna tell to my students a little more simplified for them, because they've been saying a lot of really negative things, and I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. For the most part, like I did a real brief presentation with my German 3s and 4s, and one of the kids was trying to convince me that they only spoke Russian in the Ukraine. I'm like, well, they do speak Russian, but they also speak Ukrainian. They're like, no, they don't. There is no such thing as the Ukrainian language. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, let me pull up the Proto-Indo-European language tree, and these are like 17 and 18-year-olds. They just, they're still learning. I mean, we're all still learning. And I think you had a really good point with, we still need to love everyone. And I think a lot of politicians are all just criminals in disguise.
Yeah, they're all serving their own interest above anything else. Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
I think that's awesome, Maria, that you that you can take that to your students, that while we're all still learning. I think of myself at that age and how easily agitated I was by things going on in the world. So what a beautiful platform to be able to influence other young adults. Well, adults loosely, but that's really rad. I was just thinking well, what can I do as one individual? And it just makes me think, if I'm feeling angry or agitated, maybe it's time to sit down and send out little care packages or cards and stuff to my nieces and nephews, and just focus my energy on something else that I can control.
Yeah, you could
super angry.
like a little whatever, happy spring or happy St. Patrick's or something.
Oh yeah, I don't need a reason. I just send them whatever. Yeah.
Perfect.
Just something to kind of get that energy instead of sitting in that negative space.
Yeah.
Think something positive. But
I like that. It's fun.
Yeah. That's like what Matt Kahn said, anchoring the opposite vibration. Yeah.
Yeah. Even if it's not necessarily to do with that topic, but
right. But it's still
a helpful way to help people in the Ukraine is to go to Etsy and buy handmade items that are made by Ukrainians.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I haven't gotten on there and done that yet, but I was like, ooh, they're really fun if you're they're hand painted, wooden Easter eggs and stuff like that.
Oh my God, that sounds wonderful. I'm so glad you mentioned that. I hadn't even thought of that. Good stuff. Yeah.
Because that way it's going to like a small local person and not some big corporation, or,
right.
you know, sometimes if you make a donation, you wonder, well, does it really get where they say it's going, and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right. Or it just goes to some CEO of this, fund or whatever. Yeah, exactly. That is a great idea. Thanks.
Yeah. Cool. Are they still able to ship right now out of the Ukraine?
Well, that was my next thought, because this was Monday. I don't know. Like, I know the airspace is closed, but maybe they truck it and then put it on boats. I really don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, but that's a
I'm sure it would tell you if you can't,
right.
I love that idea though. I saw that they were celebrating older traditions, and they were making like these floral headdresses to celebrate their culture. I thought that was really beautiful. But
Oh, and one fun thing I saw was that women in the Ukraine are making profiles, and they are advertising, for a dating profile and meeting up with Russian soldiers. And instead of a little bang, bang, they go boom, boom, and then they're dead.
that's a whole different dating app.
Well,
It makes Tinder look awesome.
it's on like Tinder, like, because I remember these guys are 18, 19. They're just, kids. They don't understand the dangers of connecting with people.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, what a way to learn.
Yeah, well, that's something I'm personally not going to recommend here in Embracing Love, but
It's a whole different show.
that's one approach.
Racing nerd. I'm going to hell.
I'll see you there.
Bring fans to my funeral. It'll be hot where I'm going.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll meet you down there for the party.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, why don't we meditate? And I thought we could do meditation to spread peace for the Ukraine. So let's close our eyes, settle into our seats. We can feel our feet connecting us to the earth. Feel our hips connecting us to our seat. Shoulders above our hips, our head above our shoulders. Let's take a deep, full breath. Inhaling, feeling the ribs expand. And exhale, letting go of thoughts, setting into this moment. So I thought we could do that variation on the box breathing. So we'll inhale to a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 4, and then hold the exhale for a count of 4. And as we inhale, we'll fill our bodies with love, and hold it, seeing our bodies shining with love. As we exhale, imagine we're moving that love, pushing it out through our body. And as we hold the exhale, to imagine sending that love over to the Ukraine, sending love and peace and warmth and compassion, sending that all to the Ukraine. So we'll exhale together to begin. Then inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, imagine your body filling up with love. And hold, see your body shining with love, feel it radiating throughout your entire body. As we exhale, imagine we're pushing that out through the body, through every pore, every cell. And as we hold the exhale, imagine all that love going over to the Ukraine, to all the people that need it there. So inhale, breathing in love. Maybe you see golden light filling your body, or pinks and purples. Hold, see that love shining in your body, feel your body vibrating with love. And then exhale, pushing that love out through the entire body, through your legs, through your chest, through your neck. And if you hold the exhale, imagine all that love just shining over to the Ukraine. So inhale, breathing in love, filling ourselves up with love. Hold, feeling that love, healing our bodies. Exhale, pushing that love out through the body. As you hold the exhale, see all that love going over to the Ukraine. Let's continue that on our own for a few minutes. When you're ready, you can let your breathing return to normal. Your awareness come back to this shared space. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and rejoin us. So how was that meditation?
I like it a lot. I kept picturing bubbles, like like the bubbles going over there. So I don't know. Sometimes I see weird things, but yeah.
Yeah, I thought about recommending, I'm not sure what that means to send love. Just looking at the map of Ukraine, just imagining a bubble of love surrounding it, if that helps you visualize it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you. Though that was awesome. I'm probably gonna skip out a little bit so I can take a break before my next meeting.
Sure.
Um, yeah, but thank you. Thank you so much, Maria. Awesome to see you as always. Always great to see you too, Matt. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye.
See you. Bye.
Cool. So we've got a few minutes left. Do you have any requests?
Chakra work, alignment work, because I'm kind of like discombobulated right now with my heel still recovering. I just feel off.
Sure. Sure. Let's do a little guided chakra meditation.
Awesome.
So once again, we can close our eyes, settle into our seats. Feel our feet on the ground, feel our hips in our seat, shoulders above the hips, head above the shoulders. Let's take a deep breath, inhaling fully, and exhale, relaxing, settling into the moment. Start off for just a few minutes, just gently breathing up and down the chakras, up and down the Sushumna, the central energy channel. We'll just start it. We can just start by, as we inhale, counting to 5, just imagining the breath rising from the base of the spine up to the crown of the head. Maybe you see the breath rising up, or feel it, or however that works for you. Then as you exhale, counting to 5, imagine the breath, or see the breath, see light dropping back down from the crown of the head, down through all the chakras, down to the base of the spine. So let's begin together by exhaling together to clear all the air from the lungs. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, see or feel the breath rising up from the base of the spine, up to the crown of the head. As you exhale, see the breath slowly moving back down through all the chakras, back down to the root. So continue that on your own for just a minute or two. It's a good way to slowly warm up and cleanse the chakras. And we'll do another exercise after that. Again, as you're inhaling, just seeing the breath, seeing, or maybe seeing the light, just slowly working up through all the chakras, up that central energy channel, clearing away debris, soothing out blockages. Look back, and as you exhale, see it going back down slowly and gently, soothing the energy channel, gently clearing away blockages. Now, on your next inhale, let's focus on the crown chakra. It's right about center of it's about 6 inches above the top of the head. So your next inhale, imagine a ball of pure white light glowing, expanding above your head. As you exhale, it fades in color and intensity a bit. Your next inhale, see it grow brighter and stronger. As you exhale, it fades a little bit. So we're just activating the crown chakra, connecting with the crown chakra. Inhale, seeing it glowing brighter, stronger. And exhale, slowly fades. Take one more inhale, seeing that ball of pure white light glowing brighter and stronger. As you exhale, imagine the light dropping down now to the third eye, center of your forehead. As you inhale, see a ball of violet light glowing brightly in the middle of your head. As you exhale, fades a little bit. So inhaling into the third eye now, seeing that ball of violet light growing stronger and brighter. As you exhale, it slowly fades. One more inhale here, seeing that violet light growing brighter and stronger. As you exhale, see the light drop down through that central energy channel to the throat chakra, right in the middle of the throat. As you inhale, imagine a ball of blue light growing there in the center of your throat. As you exhale, it fades slowly. Inhale, seeing that sky blue light growing brighter and stronger. And exhale, gently fades. Take one more inhale, seeing that throat chakra grow brighter and stronger. As you exhale, see the light drop down to the center of the chest now, the heart chakra. And as you inhale, see a glowing ball of green light glowing in your chest, growing brighter and stronger. As you exhale, it fades a little bit. As you inhale, see that heart chakra growing green. As you exhale, fades a little bit. One more inhale, seeing that heart chakra glowing green. And as you exhale, see the light drop down to the navel chakra, around the belly button. For some people it's above the belly button, for some people it's below. As you inhale, see a ball of yellow light glowing brighter and stronger there around the navel. And as you exhale, let it fade a little bit. Inhale, seeing that yellow ball of navel chakra growing brighter and stronger. And exhale, fade. Take one more inhale, seeing the navel chakra growing brighter. And exhale, let it drop let the light drop down to the sacral chakra, right around the top of the pelvis. Now as you inhale, see a ball of orange light glowing in the sacral chakra. As you exhale, let it fade. Take another inhale, seeing that orange light glowing around the pelvis. And exhale, let it fade. Taking one more inhale, seeing that sacral chakra glowing orange. And as you exhale, let the light drop down to the root chakra, the base of the spine now. As you inhale, see a ball of deep red light growing brighter and stronger at the base of the spine. And the exhale, let it fade. Take another inhale, seeing that root chakra glowing brightly. And exhale, fade. Take one more deep inhale, seeing that deep red light glowing around the root chakra. And as you exhale, now see the light drop down into the center of the earth. Now as you inhale, imagine the dark coming up from the center of the earth and the light coming down from the center of the universe above. And as you exhale, imagine all the chakras lighting up in your body between the rainbow of life. As you inhale, breathing in the dark from below and the light from above, where they meet together in the body. Exhale, see all the chakras shining, glowing along the center line of the body. Inhale, breathing in the density of matter from below and the infinity of light from above. And exhale, see the chakras lighting up. One more inhale, breathing in the dark from below and the light from above. And exhale, seeing all the chakras lighting up. So now on your next inhale, just take a deep inhale. As you exhale, let all that energy dissipate out of the body. One more deep, full inhale. And exhale, let all wash away down out of your body into the earth. We're bringing our awareness back to the body. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and rejoin us. So how was that meditation?
Good. I really like the chakra stuff. It's easy for me to picture the different colors. I like it.
Cool. Yeah. All right. So we're a little bit over time. Any other questions or comments?
Okay, this is just a general question. It's not really chakra related, but maybe it's related to the shame we talked about in the
Sure.
past.
Mhm.
Okay, so I took a personal day today and I just like feel like guilty. Is that like shame? I'm like, where is this stemming from? Like you said, try to think about why.
Yeah, well, it's like you've talked about before. That's that internalized capitalism that from very early ages we're taught that you should always be working hard, studying hard, work, work, work. I mean, that's just all the messages that we get all these messages that all we are is our work, right? That's our only identity. It's how we serve society by working. So yeah, I mean that's pretty natural to feel guilty about taking care of yourself.
Okay, yeah. And so like what's your recommendation for letting go of that guilt?
Oh,
Like, oh, I shouldn't feel guilty because if a student is absent, I don't blink my eye twice. Like, it's not like I have an attendance problem.
right. Well, I think, yeah, like you're saying, spend some time and just examine it and think about when's the earliest time you remember feeling guilty about something like that.
Elementary school.
Yeah.
How about you? Do you think that, or do I like internalize it too much?
Um, yeah, no, I think from an early age, like I didn't take many sick days at school. You know, it was only, I had to be like throwing up or something to not go to school.
Well, I had perfect attendance in high school, and it's not because I wasn't sick, it's because I went to school when I was sick.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's not healthy either.
Right. Well, I mean, I think a lot of people, we get that kind of people pleasing mentality where, yeah, we try to be perfect.
Okay, you just solved my conundrum. That is me to a T. I don't want to let anyone down. Okay. So, like, yes, that is why. Because I'm like, I couldn't pinpoint why. That's why. I don't want to let down my peers because today we were supposed to give the SAT. So now I'm like, well, somebody had to go cover for me who didn't have to maybe do anything today, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah. And I think especially for your job where there is, I mean, my job, when I'm sick, it's easy for me to take off. But when you have to rely on someone else covering for you, I mean, I think it's understandable to feel a little guilty about that, but you got to take care of yourself.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. Cool. Well, okay. Now I just have to learn not to be a people pleaser. But, people pleasing is a trauma response. And I've learned that. And like, that's how my dad was. Like, you always had to do what he wanted or he'd yell at you.
Right.
So I've carried that over to nowadays and I'm working on it.
Yeah, that's a lot of people
Yeah.
deal with that a lot. Yeah. Just trying to make people happy for approval, make people happy to reduce stress,
Yes.
reduce other people's stress, reduce other people's tension by trying to make them happy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That explains a lot. Thank you.
Sure. No problem. Yeah. Well, I hope you have a good night.
All right. You too. See you later.
Yep. See ya.
All right. Bye.
Bye.